Hello, Twitch. Just getting out my other bottles of tequila here. Here I was thinking that I had. I guess I used it. Hey, Bun Buns. Welcome in. So, we got tequila to drink tonight. And cook with. And a pineapple. We'll get started with coffee here in a moment. That it is, Uber Superfly. I'm a little more open to it now, but when I first started drinking it was not something that treated me well. I was not a tequila drinker. Oops, bumped the camera. My apologies. Well, first off, you don't get worms in tequila. You get worms in agave. Sorry. Agave is the plant that makes tequila and makes mezcal. And there's where you find your worms occasionally. Going to defrost our fish for tonight. with. That'll be good. But to answer your question, your initial question about eating the worm, I probably would. It's not something I'm seeking out in life. It's not something I'm looking forward to in any fashion. But I wouldn't be afraid of it either. Sorry for the running water. But the fish needs to defrost. I didn't do that before the stream tonight. Mahi mahi. Get my mug. I needs me mug. Hey, camera, over here. So if anyone looking at Stream Raiders, I put a bunch of directions down there in the field, but that's mostly because I want to make people realize that this is a defensive map where we're going to have to sit there and wait for them to attack us. And this loveliness. We got a couple early contributors. We're going to need a lot more out there if we're going to beat up those folks. Everything's moving a little too smoothly. I'm wondering what the heck I forgot to get started with stream today. Woo! Tequila. Who's excited? Just me? Okay. I don't know if it's tequila has gotten... I've gotten better with tequila, or that everything else has gotten worse over time and tequila is just on par now. I can't quite tell. I'm amazed I got scratches on this thing already. I mean, it's metal. How do I get scratches on metal? Nope. I'm making margarita bars. Not making a margarita. Cheers, folks. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay, I think I'm going to start by actually cutting up this pineapple. Partially what I love about California. Not nearly as fast or efficient at this as fresh starfruit. It's nice that we actually got starfruit. Like, I only remember starfruit being around for... Actually, I'm getting that confused with dragon fruit right now, actually. Starfruit's been around for a while. Battle. Are we going to die heroically, or will we defeat the monsters out there? I don't know. How many new defenders do we have out there? Let's take a look. Yeah, my tank can sit there for a while, but he doesn't do any damage. He doesn't kill anything. So, unless we got something else that's going to be taking out all these archers, I don't think we got a chance. Wow. Victory. Beastmaker helping us out there with those kills. Finding serendipity. Getting the scroll. Congratulations and thank you for your help. Your final tier, 39. I have no idea what that means. Ooh, let's see what we got an upgrade for in our army for. Ooh, one we need too. Nice. Need 2 more up to 20 there for our quest. Poseidon, Kraken. Okay. So we're just looking to kill stuff. I'm gonna put my rogue out here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little of this action. So we just need to kill stuff before the Kraken appears or the Kraken kills too many of us. Let's look back here at what we got going on with the store and all that good jazz. Gotta make sure. Oh, I can't use up the last of our... I mean, we just got laurels and we can't even use them. gotta keep on top of stuff with this game. Like with the laurels, you know, the event ended. If you have any left, you lost out. You don't get the gold or the scrolls from it. And just like that with some of the other stuff too. Like I think I had a couple of the quests that I could have redeemed at the end of the last stream. And I redeemed one just now, but I think there was a couple of them. There was only one now. Because I didn't redeem them. I left them there. So, gotta keep on top of things with this game if you're gonna be gung-ho about it. But we'll see how we do here in 30 minutes. Let's go back cutting some pineapple. Went too deep in this section, so don't need to do any of this fun stuff with that part. Alright, so there we got our clean pineapple. Still got the core in it, but the rest of it's cleaned up. Now we have our true moment of truth. This one's just as good as the other one we had. It's mighty tasty. It's mighty tasty. You gotta have a lid on you, don't you? No, of course not. You just stop following me for a second. Oh, gee, you were wondering that? So was I. Except I swear I already know the answer, but that was sort of my plan, though, too. Of course. How can pineapple and tequila be horrible? I don't know if it's probably passe. It's probably passe at this point. But early 2000s? Mid 2000s? Surfers on Acid was a big shot going around bars. That's pineapple juice. Actually, I don't know if I'm remembering that right. Maybe that's with Jaeger. But what is Surfer on Acid now? It's coconut rum. Ugh. I should get my canning funnel out here, but I don't feel like cleaning it. Let's open up the new bottle. We've got Jose Cuervo pronunciations. And this is their not fanciest, but supermarket fanciest. Not quite Patron level. It's not quite locked up behind glass or anything. Oh, let's do the lime first. It's in the back. Be right back. Screen's dropping down. This is the one I want, though. This one's been hanging out down there for a minute. Hi, chat. You see Top Ramen? Oh, my secret's out. My emergency food stash has been revealed. This is extremely hard on my shoulder. Wow, I never realized that would be so hard on my shoulder. Nah, usually for me it's too late that I won't want to cook, or I'm too tired and I don't want to cook. And it's too late, which doesn't have to be too late. Like, everything here is closed at midnight. Most things are closed at like 10 o'clock here. So it's sort of my, well, you're out of luck. That, and I have been evacuated from my house in the last 2 years, and there's, been like 3 major forest fires in my county in the last 5 years. Yeah, Yeah, it's weird how, I mean, then again, pretty much all the mom and pop stuff here was like near dead or gone even before COVID hit here in Sonoma. There's not a lot of options as far as food. It's largely, which it sort of fits my style too, because if I'm going to go out for food, if I want to go and sit down and have a meal, I want to have a nice meal, especially after going to culinary, working food all this time. I don't want to go to Applebee's. Uh, and so, but that's what basically what we have here. We have nothing but like high end restaurants here. The fast food is sparse for pretty much anywhere else I've seen. I mean, we have fast food, but it's in a couple of the lower end cities, and it's a drive in most cases. Uh, and like I was saying, most of the mom and pop stuff, there was some of that, but it was already dying out before COVID hit. That's pretty much gone now. And I forgot where I was going with that. But that's the way the food is here. Oh yeah, that's why there's nothing open late. Like when I first moved out here, there was a couple of diners in Santa Rosa that would be open 24 hours or close to it at least. They're gone. Pinch of salt. Small pinch. Couple granules of salt, rather. Sugar. And some booze. There's a couple places for fun that have opened up since I've been here. None of them are open up late. They're all like after the business crowd, actually. Like lunchtime business. They're usually around, both of them are around like hospital areas. Yeah. Let's go big. I have my lovely coffee to still drink here. But I'm doing this early so that this can sit here and sort of do its thing and get friendly. So we'll come back to that later. How do I want to do this for... Broth. Look at how dark that is, that chicken stock. Can't even see my hand through it. The rest of this is just going to be saved for dessert time. I'm already making dessert. Well, that's going to be dessert too. Three O's. That's a toughie too. Like, cause you could do like a domo. You could do moro. You could use pour. You could use more. You could use. So let's go over here to the Discord. I need to pull up something here for a couple of things here first. From places you guys can't see. Discord secrets. So maybe we can come up with our vote for next week. I've been slacking on this on Wednesdays. Been forgetting to do this during this stream. We're actually going to do this tonight. So we're looking for dinner on the 30th. And what are our ingredients? It's looking like beer. We got 5 votes for beer. We got anything else with 5? Otherwise, we're going from top down. Looks like McDonald's hash browns versus beer. As always, you can vote by adding your reaction to the one you prefer. Actually, all you have to do is click on the one you want. Just like Shinigami. I don't know how to pronounce that name properly. I apologize. I don't know the anime names. Voted right there. Pomodoro. And so that'll go until we'll close that on Monday, Sunday or Monday. And whichever one next Wednesday. So next Wednesday it's either McDonald's hash browns or beer. You get to choose. If it's just slightly different, it's probably Spanish version. Or French. Because, I mean, the romantics, they're all just a little bit different. Oh, I needed some butter melting. Or warming up. I knew it was a sauce too, but I made the assumption that because it was a tomato, they were just naming the sauce off of the tomato. Let's see here. Actually, I think I can probably just cut that in there. I think that's how we're going to go about that. We got to crush some pretzels, though. carefully measured all that rest and then just poured that in there. I'm going to do about 2 cups here. Why not? We're going to get dirty later anyways. And top that off with some flour. Alright, we got pretzels, we got some flour, just a little bit of flour, more pretzels than flour. Sort of sad now that I didn't buy a smaller thing of pretzels because I like pretzels, but I severely doubt that I'm going through these before they go. My video just stopped? Why was I on? What? Why was I on that screen? That's weird. I don't buy a ton of snacky stuff. And there are a couple that, I buy, they disappear. I just don't buy them because they disappear. Pretzels aren't one of those. Like I said, I like pretzels, but And just continuing to cut the butter into the pretzels. Sort of cutting the pretzels too, but they're only going to cut us so much. They're not going to turn to powder with this. The major thing I'm doing now is just trying to get it all to come together. Still got too much powder going around in this bowl. Let's give this a good stir up. See what we're working with here. It's our oven coming up to 350, which is we're going to be blind baking this crust with. Too many letters? I don't got anything chilling in there, do I? No. Let's close this door over here so I don't get any smoke alarms going off, though. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn the fan on low here now. You know, this would be a great time for those gloves I just bought. If I actually cared to put them on. I didn't really buy them for cooking, though. I bought them just because I needed disposable gloves around for some of the nasty cleanup stuff. Happens in life every now and then. It's a good general, especially in a commercial setting, less so in a home setting, it's less necessary, but commercial setting, I always agreed with one of my first chefs. Pretty much anytime you're handling raw proteins, whether they're cooked or not, whether they're processed or not, you should wear some fresh, clean gloves. Fresh, clean gloves. And that's about the only time that I'm really like, yeah, you're using some protein, raw, fresh cut meat, yeah, throw some gloves on. But less so in the home. But in the kitchen where much more cross-contamination, a lot more food going on, a lot more hands around. It's not a bad rule. It almost looks like I got a screen going on down there. Well, you can see my screen tonight. We should change that. You're not supposed to be seeing that screen down there. You can still see it a little bit. But the other screen, it looks like there's a screen against the wall there. It's not, it's just my RAM. Yeah, I sort of came to a... I actually sort of had a sort of like epiphany this morning when I was just sitting down early. I forget at what point of the morning it was, but I was sitting there. I was like, I am not a people person. Like, I enjoy talking with people. I like having relationships with people, but I don't like people. I don't like public. I don't like crowds. I don't like way strangers interact with each other in this world. And it came to my realization that was what made food so special to me at events. Because if the people are not special to me at the event, which really should be, the food is. So that's sort of like, and that turns into why I got into, because I'm not a people person, but I am a person guy. I don't know how to say it properly. Okay, so we're going to throw this into the oven, and we're going to blind bake this for at least 15 minutes. Still forming this crust a little bit, flatten it out. I guess we'll do the other part first. We'll do zested and juiced first. No one likes the Karens. That's why they're Karens. Sort of like Red Bull in Formula One. They will forever now be the team that won a championship by whining on the radio. Awkward silence of music. Why did they do this change? Don't know why the service I was using, or I am using for my music, it used to work fine with just, you set it up on the webpage and just press play, and it'll just play the full list. And I've complained about it a couple of times now, but apparently now it only loads like a page worth of whatever a page is worth of songs, and only plays what's on the page. And so you have to load more songs on your already made playlist. Silliness. Just silly. I'm not even going to try with this shoulder this time. We're just going to do this offhand. Wow, this lime has no juice in it at all. Almost maybe a half ounce in that half. We'll see you later. I'm just going to be here juicing limes with my one shoulder that still works. And continuing to forget about the battle. Let's go to war. To battle. I like to roll them a little bit beforehand. It really doesn't really make a difference with this one because I usually squeeze them all against the sides. I think of the rolling ones much more effective for if you're going to do presses or if you're trying to go through them quickly. Is our range going to save the day? Victory. Our range saving the day, head Mama Bear. Finding serendipity, you know, lasting till the end there. Beastmaker getting all those kills and assists, but he died. Finding serendipity, getting that 50 gold. Couple scrolls there to Beastmaker as well. Thank you for your support. How to go about this one? What do we got for we got Hermes. Assassins. Alright, so we want lots of assassins out there. I'm gonna give you haste. We want rogues. We actually want no range to this map. No ranged. No ranged. There we go. We'll give that a shot here in 30 minutes. Almost tempted to juice another lime there because I don't have near as much juice as I think this recipe wants me to have. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how close we are here. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I think we're going to do another line there. Things ain't cheap these days. That's enough zest for me, so we're not going to zest this one. Yeah, I can't. Did I put that back in the trailer? Like, I could have swore I had my lemon press here. I mean, I'm never going to bring it out for 2-3 lines. It's not worth getting the big press out for, but a couple streams a month or two ago, I was doing a whole bunch of lemons. Would have been helpful for that. Okay, this recipe is severely lacking lime juice right now. Like, that's not even 2 ounces right now. And I need a cup with tequila. These things are hard as a rock. They aren't giving me any juice. Gotta do it. I need juice. This one doesn't have any juice in it either. Arrgh. And give that another 5 minutes. It's like trying to juice a rug. I mean, look at this thing. That's still not. That's another ½ ounce. Like, I know it said... We might just be going light on liquid here tonight, because... we've got nearly double as much tequila as we do lime juice here. My shoulder is just useless now. This is not too blasphemous. It's all being controlled by the drug cartels these days, so I mean... I remember when cases of limes were cheap. Now they sell them individually. And it's like, what? Okay, so we got tequila and some lime juice. We have our zest, which I'm going to use the majority of. Leave a little bit for garnish. Here, catch. We got our crust there cooling on the stove. Nicely bubbling still. I don't know how well that comes across on cam. Wait, how much cornstarch did I put in there? Let's make sure we got enough in there. Okay, we got that, we got that. Sugar. What's the eggplant fiasco? I don't recall that one. I don't know if I got enough sugar for this. My mom used to make a recipe somewhat similar to this. I didn't realize it had this much sugar. We're down to the order more sugar bag. Artichokes. What happened with artichokes? A little mint, a little basil here. Wouldn't be horrible. They basically competed to raise the prices. No, it's what I was talking about with the cartels with limes and with avocados is the actual cartels. The Mexican drug cartels are holding up the trucks, they're holding up the farmers, they're, doing the whole old school mafia thing, requiring farmers to pay for protection. Requiring truck drivers to pay for passage through their territory. And those costs just get passed on to us. This is going to need a bit more whiskey. Needs a bit more whiskey business. There we go. I'm going to add a small tinge of salt in there. We're going to wait for our crust here to cool down a bit more. But until then, we'll start working on a couple of our other projects. Well, you have fun sorting that out. Okay, what all are we throwing in with our couscous tonight? We're going to do the rest of that green pepper. Shallot, maybe some pineapple. Okay. Got that, got that. I can throw a couple of these in there. They're still not completely dried out at this point. Only 6 minutes left to get units on the battlefield for Stream Raiders. Stream Raiders. You all know you want to put units down there. Help us out. We'll throw those shiitakes with our green peppers. Garlic and shallot. Sort of a slow night tonight. Where is everyone tonight? Been a slow day for everyone else? I actually noticed last night was really slow for Twitch. I wonder if Twitch as a whole is just sort of slow right now. I don't mean like slow, like laggy. I mean like no one's watching for some reason right now. I know we've had sort of the boom and bust of the whole COVID was a boom for people being at home and available all the time, and now with people, everyone's going back to work. But just seems really like the last week or so, the whole platform's been slow. It's gonna end up being, yeah. Ooh, battle time. I don't know if we got this one. Save us, Peanut! Wow. We got so lucky. Peanut Patrol coming in clutch there. Tina not too far off with 24 kills. Porterhawk getting the assist. Colorful Peanut getting that well-deserved gold. Tina with a couple of scrolls. On to the boss. I think I'm going to go with the tank. We're going to go up the top level here. Alright, so we got some armor, we got some melee, we got a bunch of range, we got a bunch of assassins, and a bunch of support. None of those I want. Alright, back to cutting some garlic. Or rather, cleaning garlic so we can cut it. Now, I think we might have done a little permanent damage with overheating this phone a couple of times. Because it still seems to flicker a little bit, even though I have majorly lightened the load. And that little cooler that I put on there is a beast. Like, I'll be done with the stream and it'll be a little warm towards the bottom of it, like furthest away from the cooler. But the rest of it will be just like super cold. Like, there's no way that this is overheating. Even the parts that are warm aren't even like close to as warm as they used to be. Hey Ozzy, welcome in. How goes your week? Happy Wednesday to you. Be doing tequila. And this has got some tequila in it. I think we're good there. I can do a little green pepper, shallot, garlic, mushroom, couscous for underneath our fish. I think that'll be a nice mix. Sort of wish I had some more of that roasted sweet red pepper. But we'll go with that. But before we do that sauteing up, I'm going to get our margarita bars going in the oven. So I'm gonna put the garlic and shallot in a cup. I'm just gonna throw them in the pan at the same time so they're all chopped fine. So we'll do that real quick and then add that in shortly after. But we got our filling for our margarita bars chilling here, and our crust for them, which is somewhat cooled down, but it's still pretty warm. I almost don't know if I want to. I think we're probably okay. Bottom's pretty warm, but the top, put my hand on it, no problem. And the glass is going to retain heat, all that lovely stuff. All right, now these are going in the oven. Oven's still set to 350. Give those about 30 minutes. want to make sure and cook it through because we're worried about the egg. But at the same time, we want them gooey too. You know, you don't want them completely dried out. It's supposed to be margarita bars. A little cooking oil in the pan. Ooh, do we pour our first shot of the evening? I think I'm ready for my first shot of the evening. You have our pineapple, lime juice, and tequila shots here with a little salt and sugar in there to, you know, salt and sugars aren't going to hurt things going on there, but they're also going to pull a lot of moisture out of that pineapple too. So helps create a little bit more of a drink here. Oh, what do we do for a shot glass? In spirit of next week's potential ingredient challenge, we're going to use the Home Brewers Festival beer glass. Back when I was living down in LA, I got the chance to go to the California Home Brewer Festival. Fun camping experience. But yeah, you get this little guy, and everyone's camping out together, so there's no worry. The idea is everyone's camping. There's no worry about drunk driving. They're all right there, and you have a campground area where they have a festival going on, and there was easily 20 tents, if not more, just kegs upon kegs upon kegs upon kegs. You want to try this? About this? About this? About this? And you got this little, like, I mean, this is maybe 4 ouncer. And they just, you know, because it's not really a shot glass. It's like a beer taster glass. Now we gotta replace some of the liquid here. Cheers, folks. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me tonight. Bottoms up. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, wow. Pineapple and tequila should be like best friends. All of a sudden, I feel more talkative. All right, so we got our garlic and shallot in the pan. not sizzling as much as I really expected there. It's got a little sizzle going. Next we'll go in with our shiitake mushrooms and green pepper. Got a pinch more salt, some pepper, some MSG. Hey, Bun Buns. Welcome in. Too concentrated to be using that full strength. Got some couscous. I got two kinds. Just because it's going to sit around on the shelf, no problem. So why not? I'm going to use the finer, what I think of as more traditional couscous. And then you have Israeli style couscous or pearl style couscous, which is a much larger grain. These are almost like powder-like in their size, whereas I also got the Israeli style. These are more like pellets in size. These you may have seen in Italian wedding soup. But they're essentially pasta. I mean, they don't have the same development line as pasta. Like they're not Italian. They don't have Italian origins. But this is essentially pasta. Just in a different form. Just in like crumb form. I was actually a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to find them because couscous is not the easiest among things to find in the supermarkets if you're just going to your typical, Kroger or Ralph's, Safeway. They'll probably have one or two brands, but it's more of a, if you're unlucky, you're not going to find it sort of a thing. Which is sort of strange because, it's a national dish. There's all sorts of cultures that use couscous in different forms. It really is astonishing to me that we have, a couple bookcases worth of pasta on the shelf, and then there's like 2 or 3 packages of couscous. Sort of funny how some of that stuff goes that way. How it's been a big struggle for farmers markets to get rid of the ethnic aisle. And if anyone heard of this conundrum, this mental, because a lot of supermarkets actually sell products better and have their visitors find the products they want easier by having an ethnic aisle, regardless of the fact that it's essentially shaming every culture that's on the ethnic aisle. It's like, hey, your culture isn't important enough for a whole section, so we're going to throw it in here. But because we throw it in there, it actually gets you more sales. It's like, the world is so weird. Okay, cup of chicken stock. Bring that up to a boil. A little butter. Oh, hey, just happen to have a scrap piece of butter perfect for this project. How handy. That's part of it, SoCal Aussie. Part of it, some of it overlaps between different cultures and people don't know where to look. A lot of, there's a great video of it on YouTube by New York Times. I'm becoming, I got hooked on the New York Times in college. We were all taught, the epitome of what you need to look for as far as the food world is food and wine. Every week, I think it was Tuesdays at that point, in the New York Times was like the epitome of what you read if you wanted to know what was going on in the food world. And then I sort of dropped off reading the New York Times. I got sort of irritated with the paywall and stuff like that. And I finally went and got myself a subscription here. We'll see how this works the next year. I'm not keeping it past a year though, because I mean it's costing me something like a couple bucks a month right now. But if you stay past a year, they charge you like $25-$30 a month for the newspaper. But it's a little both of those, Ozzy. It's people don't know where to look for things. They don't know what culture it's from. Or it's described to them in a fashion that it is ethnic. It is weird. It's different. You know, so pineapple. Couscous going in. What's our cook time on this? I'm gonna make sure and bring this up to temp. Put a lid on it for a moment. We'll cut the heat on that and let that hang out. Meantime, meanwhile, let's start reducing a bit more good stuff here. Start with some chicken stock. Bit of tequila. I wouldn't have poured that over the stove if there was a flame there, but I did not have a flame open, so I was a little less careful about it. Quarter cup of box wine. Whoops. And some juiceless lime. These limes have no juice in them. This is ridiculous. Yay!
Yay, pop heart.
Thank you for that resub, Lexi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you been? Thank you for joining in. I was just talking about that, Morocco. The Mexican drug cartels are all taxing the farms and the trucks, and at least that's how I've read it as. I mean, who knows? That could be propaganda too, but it was from pretty pretty trustful sources in my mind. Well, yeah, we temporarily stopped even importing avocados because of Mexico. And apparently one of the cartels thought it was a smart plan to threaten one of our government employees. One of the inspectors. I forget what department it was. But that's why they shut down avocado imports. Is one of our inspectors got threatened. All right, we'll add a little bit of lime juice in there. And we start reducing that. How's our fish looking? Is our fish nicely defrosted finally? It's been sitting here in the sink for a little while now. Not in love with all the connective tissue on that plate. And on the other side of the stove, which you can't see at the moment, I'm putting my medium cast iron down with some oil just to get nice and warm and roasty toasty for when I'm ready to start searing those fish fillets. But we got a sub. I think that calls for another shot. Thank you for the follow tabs. Forgot I wanted to give this a good shake once more before I Cheers, folks. Happy Wednesday. Happy Tequila Ingredient Challenge Day. Wow. It didn't seem like it's smooth going down there, but you would be amazed how much pineapple smooths out tequila. It's sort of like the two pieces just fit. The sweetness and the bite off of the tequila just mesh with the pineapple. Just yummy, yummy, yummy. This we're going to reduce down until it's basically dry. That's the point of a beurre blanc here. How you doing tonight, Tabski? Welcome into the stream. You've caught me on our ingredient challenge night here on Wednesdays. Chat gets to vote in Discord every week between ingredients. They also get to suggest these ingredients. We've got our vote up for next week here between hash browns and beer. So I'm going to have to use beer or hash browns to make dinner and dessert, so sweet and savory, next Wednesday. But tonight's challenge is tequila. Been doing this for many, many months in the past. Done all sorts of weird things. So that is the theme of the night. We're putting tequila in everything. And then yeah. So that's the plan for tonight. Other nights I just do food cooking here. Try to come up with fun concepts to do. Try to keep things relatively relaxed. Got some chill music tonight, but light rock, jazz, blues, that sort of theme. Got the scramble going in chat if you're interested in trying to play some word games. And Stream Raiders. Yes, and Stream Raiders. How are we doing on that? Oh, our battle's ready. I'm neglecting. Let's go to war. Let's take on the boss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Victory. Tina saving the day there with a little help from the Slim Maggie. Tina getting all those kills and assists. Just carrying the whole team. Some big pickups on scrolls here. That's a couple levels for your monks there, folks. Who's going to get those? Colorful Peanut and the real Slim Maggie. Congratulations to you. And do we start a new event now? Like, how's this still up here? No, I didn't want to open that. Okay, we going... What path we taking here? I don't see any special chests out here. Both just loyalty boss chests. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a whole bunch of advantage over one or the other. I think I'm just going to go right down the center. We'll see what pops up. Idea we can build an army back here and we can go whatever way they pop up. We got to pull our margarita bars out of that oven. See what we got. We got bubbly. Those are actually looking sort of yummy. Sort of interesting. You got a little afraid to touch it too much. Sugar crust going on there. Really, I shouldn't have done what I just tried there and touched that at all, because the amount of sugar that's in this is probably like, you get this on your skin, it's like, have a nice day. I'm going to set this over on the side here to continue cooling down. Now it's about timing for the most part here. Let's pull this over here. Let's see how our couscous is looking. Nice fluffy greens. Now I'm going to give that a good pinch of salt. I'm going to set that off to the side. But I'm glad now we know that it's okay for later. Those margarita bars are still bubbling over there. Like, these are... They were cooking. But now our dinner boils down to, pardon the pun, getting the timing right with this. I think we're getting pretty close right here. We want this just to the point where it's going to start thickening up before it dries out. And we're going to stop cooking. Move this over here. Put this over here on the smaller burner. It'll still keep cooking, but we'll be ready for our fish over here. Be able to go back to that. The idea of the beurre blanc is we're basically taking some flavorful liquids, often vinegar, or in tonight's case, we got wine, we got stock, we got tequila, we got lime, and we're going to reduce those down until they're practically dry, and then we're going to rehydrate them with butter. But we want to keep the butter emulsified. So it has to be reduced down until it's practically dry, and then cool enough that we can add that butter in there where the butter's not going to break, but it's still going to pull everything up. And then if you're in a commercial setting, what makes this really hard, or for photos here, is you got to keep it hot. And once you pour it over stuff, it can start breaking. Once you, this is definitely one of those sauces that's much more friendly to be poured table side because it can be kept in a nice warm carafe right up to the table. What did I just do? My sand in my hand. How do I lose something that's in my fucking hand? I wish I could look up the clip with where the heck I put them. Oh, I dropped them in the sink. Why I did that, I don't know. I do some weird things. I'm a sort of weird dude. I don't know if you've all caught on to that yet or not. I'm drying my fish off. Hold on, Pam. I was telling people earlier how I don't like people. And how I realized that earlier today, I made the epiphany that it's probably why I like food so much, because you go to a party and there's got to be something special about the party, isn't there? If it's not the people, it might as well be the food. It sort of made me realize, like, you know, why so many people don't get introverts, in that, you know, we really don't want to be around a ton of people. It drains us. It makes us tired. All right, we're starting to get smoky there again. Let's add our fish to the pan. Silver skin and all. Now I gotta refill my feeders. I got hummingbirds buzzing in the window. You guys trying to make me get a pet again? I thought we went over this. You silly so-and-sos. Sorry, folks, there will not be a kitten cam. Alright, now we're pulling this down to sec. And we need some butter. Actually, this might work just like that. Heat's off. So that pan is doing all of that cooking. More butter. More butter. It's essentially flavored butter sauce. That's why it's so good. You notice that thickness we got going on there now from that butter? And how it's nice, solid, emulsified color. Start with some couscous in the plate. Or a nice light, fluffy couscous with that garlic and shallot and shiitake and green pepper. To realizing now you really want to show the other side of this piece. There's only a little couscous on it. And our tequila lime beurre blanc is drizzled over the top of our fish. A little fresh cracked pepper. A little salt over the top. And there we go, folks. There is dinner. Not exactly the most colorful dish. Like I said, I wish I had a little red to throw in with that couscous. But otherwise, quite a lovely night. Quite a lovely meal. Work phone. So that is dinner. But this is dessert. So I want to let these set up a bit more, so I'm going to take a photo of these a bit later after the stream's over. But these are going to be quite lovely, I think. I think these are going to turn out great. For those that are just tuning in or tuned in later, this is the first things I started with here. These are margarita bars. They have a pretzel crust that's going across the bottom, pretzel and butter crust with some sugar. And then you have a top layer with tequila, lime juice, sugar, eggs, lots of sugar, lots of eggs. I substituted some cornstarch because I didn't have enough eggs in the house. And a little bit of flour. So let this cool down. Going to cut this into bars. And I'm going to hopefully get a couple of nice photos of some nice square bars. We'll see how that turns out. But I'm going to go and enjoy this here first. This is just looking lovely to me. Want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. We get anyone guiding the raid tonight? Do we get any? I haven't looked at that screen in a moment. Nope. Let's see who's on tonight. See if we got anyone we want to send everyone off to hang out with, or if we're just going to call it tonight. I think it's likely we're just going to call it a night. Yeah, I think we're going to call it right there. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back here on Friday. Going to be doing cottage pie with the last of the pork shoulder. I got some nice Yukon Golds. We'll make a big deal out of it. Maybe we'll make a salad. Who knows what else I'll get up to. Hope you come back and join me for that. I'm going to obviously have some photos up of this probably tomorrow morning. I've said before, the photos seem to do better in the morning. I'm probably going to lean towards doing photos in the morning rather than after the stream tonight. So probably in the morning. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Hope to see you back soon.